Hi everybody, good morning. Morning if you're watching on catch up as well. Just see if I can get the chat up. That's it. Yeah. I've just realised that I've got my wrong glasses on, so hopefully I'll be able to see the chat. Anyway, so today, let me just wait a few minutes whilst people join. I'm actually on time this morning. It's changed. I've had a bit longer sleep. I haven't been sleeping lately, so it's like 3 hours was the maximum I've sort of done. Sorry, I've got my heater on here because it's freezing. Right. So, yeah, 3 hours is the maximum I've been doing, but I managed 5 last night. Would have been longer. Anyway. Right. Hi Terry. Hi Caroline. Right. Today we are going to paint. What was I going to paint? This. I'm using this book as an inspiration, and I thought I'll just sort of go through it till I've had enough of painting birds. And we're going to paint the. I was going to paint the song thrush. Sorry, the light's weird this morning. Hi Jane, but I decided I'm going to paint the missile thrush because I like its speckly belly more. It's got more speckles. Hi Stephen. Hi Francis. So that's what I'm going to paint today. And I'm using, I'll just go through a few things because I always get asked. I'm using a moleskin, whatever you like to call it. I don't know if you can see that, yeah. Watercolour. Is it A thingy size? A5 size or something like that. A5, A6, something like that. Size, I think they call it a pocket one. It's a weird size. I haven't got used to it because I never know whether to do my birds that way or that way. But I'll get there. And then I'll do them upside down. But never mind. And this brush I'm using, I'll probably use it for the whole painting, is a... How'd you do that? There we go. It's got a nice point to it. I feel like one of those makeup people. No, look at my... Enough silliness. This is AC White's of Brighton paintbrush number 10, and it's synthetic and it's got a really nice point to it. Yeah, I'll show you my paints when I've swizzled you over. So let me just turn you around. Excuse me for one moment whilst the camera goes. You'll probably see things you don't want to see, or maybe you do. How do I turn it round? Now that one. There we go. There. Get there. That's the one. I might zoom in a tiny bit. You won't be able to see that, will you? It's an awkward size book, really. Oh, God. Tangled. Let me zoom in a tiny bit. Right. If I missed anybody whilst I was messing about, let me just get the cord out. Oh, gosh, I'm going to make that longer. The microphone squidging around because I'm connected to my headphone thing and it's annoying. Right. Oh, look. I've changed my water. Not. Hi, Dr. Glenda. Morning, Mark. Everybody's here. This thing annoys me on the end of it. Right, song thrush. These paints are schminkle, schmicky, schmonky. I don't know. So, they're quite expensive actually. I think I spent quite a bit on this. Let me just get my hair out the way, otherwise I'll get rude comments. Hi Cheryl. Hi Patricia. Thank you. Right. let's attempt this bird. Let me get something on the paper, so otherwise I'll just be here forever just chatting. Sorry you can't see everything. I'll paint the bird on this side and I'll try. I'm just making a really watery mix of colours. I don't know, mainly yellow ochre because I can say it properly. Just I don't so it's a bit nerve-wracking this because anyway, oh who cares if it turns out crap, you know. It's the process, isn't it? Hi Nor. Yay! I'm happy you remembered too. I'm happy I remembered, you know. I'm just sort of sketching, watercolour sketching with my a light colour. You can always go over it. Hi Susan. I'm not sure if I said hello, I don't know. And his beak comes out there somewhere, I don't know. I wanted to get his nice fat belly in. Oh, I don't know. These little legs. It does help if you ground them or something. Put them. You can sort of get the proportions right, even though these aren't like anatomically correct in every way. They're sort of resemble the bird in the end. Something's wrong here. I don't think I've got enough room for his tail, but you can just pretend it's there. Anyway, let's stick some stuff down. It's a bit, I don't know. I always have trouble. That's what I've done. He's got a too fat a neck, so he's going to look like one of those short, stumpy. Let me just rub it out. Short, stumpy birds. What am I doing? Comes down and then out. That's probably going to work better, and then it goes in and out there. Oh wow. We shall work around it. I'll just lick my brush. Hi Harmony Paints. Hi Patricia. I'm not sure I said hello. Right, let me get there. That's what I struggle with, getting the shape of a bed. They always look a bit squat. Maybe I need more room. Hi Amanda. Hi Anna Maria. Yay, lots of people come to see my rubbish bird. No, he's not going to be rubbish, he's going to be wonderful. There's some browns here. I don't know what browns they are. I think it's probably like the bog standard raw amber, raw sienna. What's the other one you get? Burnt sienna, something like that. So I'm just using a mixture of that. Thank you, Alicia. Oh, I can't say. You know what I'm like trying to pronounce people's names or pronouncing anything. Actually, even talking, I struggle with. Right, I'll get there. Let's give him some. I'm just gonna. There's quite a lot of water on this page. It's all wet, so I'm just gonna give him some speckly tummy because this missel thrush is nice and speckledy. Yeah, I know it's not rubbish. I know I've only just started, but you have to keep plodding on, otherwise you can make things work. Everything always starts off a bit iffy. See, he's going to turn out to be lovely. To aid in his speckledness, I'm going to put a little bit of salt here. Hi Diane. And just a little bit of salt and... Oh, where have I put them? I was looking for my pastel things. But I've moved them. I'm going to have to go for... Let's go for a bit of... I don't want the red to come out on this. I'm just going to... This is a sort of a pinky brown. I'm just going to sort of add to his speckledness of his belly. Like that. and blow it so it says set. Might draw a little bit here with this just to help me a bit. I don't know, he's got more of a shape here than sorry if I'm doing my horrible heavy breathing thing. I do that when I concentrate. I don't want to sound like a, I don't know, a weird thing. Ah, thank you, Alicia. Alicia. Sorry. Oh, thank you. I'm glad I inspired you to paint. It's looking more birdy. I want like a pinky colour. It's a red. For his legs, I'm going to put his legs in. Then I feel like he's sort of there. Gosh, I wish I put my proper glasses on. I don't know what I was doing this morning. I need to go to the opticians and get some proper ones again because I've lost them. Sad times. Didn't think I'd miss them so much. So I've just got those horrible readers on, but I need very focal things. Ew, getting old, eh? Right, let's give his little head a... Oh, it's too dark. It's not that. See, when you see me do that, I'm licking my brush. I'm terribly sorry. It's a horrible habit. Especially when you haven't changed the water for a few days. Yeah, they sound lovely, don't they? Patricia, they sound really nice. The missel thrush or the song thrush even. There was one on my roof yesterday, and I think it was protesting because I've got builders fixing my roof at the minute, and I've got jackdaw nests up there, and they were going a bit crazy. And I've also, because I've got holes in the ends of the gables, there's also birds in my loft. They've like moved in. They're like, oh yeah, nice loft apartment. So they're filling in all the holes, which is a bit worrying because I hope they haven't nested in there. I don't think they have. They were just flapping around up there. Pesky jackdaws. I think they're probably the ones that caused all the damage. But they're lovely birds. And then the builders were saying I need to cap off the tops of my chimneys. So I've got 12, 13, 14 chimney things at the top of my house. And they all nest in there. And the builders were saying I need to cap it off. And I said no, because they are nesting at the minute. I don't want to chuck them out. Or they can stay there. I quite like them actually. They look like little... they stick their heads out the top and they look like, you know, that song, was it with the blackbirds in a pie, and you used to see the pictures of the little birds with their, you know what I mean, their heads sticking out. They look like that. I don't want to disturb them. So if my head gets in, I'm going in for a closer view because I can't see. Let's add a bit of darker bits on him. His speckledness run off. It's all splodged into one. I'm going to blot it out a bit because they have got quite a light colour belly. It's better, he thinks. What flowers shall I put with my song thrush? Oh, excuse me, you can choose. Yeah, I lick my brush, Dr. Glinda, to bring it back to a point when I need a point on the end. It's a bad habit and I shouldn't do it. especially when you've got bog water. Let's do a bit of its markings around its eyes and around here. I do get a bit tight when I paint birds. Don't know, I need to loosen up a bit, I think. I've painted some, I'll dig them out for tomorrow. I've painted some really nice, like, they've been made into a pattern for fabric, interior fabric. I will dig them out to give you a quick peek at them, even though I'm not supposed to. I did some really nice Chinese style birds, so I might dig them out and be inspired by doing some of those to try and loosen up a little bit more, because I feel like I'm getting a bit tight with everything. But let me give him a little, they've got a little short beak. Unlike the starlings, who've got the big pecky beaks that knock all the other birds off the bird table. Just going to blot it because it's not quite that. That would do. And I will give it an eye with my black pencil, if I can find it. It needs sharpening again. Poppies. Sorry, I'm going to cough a lot. Excuse me. Now I can't show you any fabric swatches because I don't have the I don't print the fabric. I just sell my designs, and I've got no idea who they go to because I sell them through an agent. I just get, oh, it's come off. I just get paid. Song thrush and, oh yeah, sunflowers. Song thrush and sunflowers. I'm trying to think. Oh god, this pencil's annoying me. I just keep sharpening it too much. Don't you just hate that when that happens? I don't think you can send a photo to the chat. Patricia, are you on Instagram? If you're on Instagram, I've got my Instagram account, which is Michelle_Kral. I think that's what my Instagram is, but I will link it under the video. If you scout about my page, you'll probably find it anyway, the link. You can tag me on there and add photos, or on my Facebook page, which is Michelle Kral Watercolours. Sorry, I'm really crap at saying where you can find me places, but I've got Instagram, and I've got an Instagram for Mitzi B, and I've also got Instagram for Michelle Kral Watercolours. So just depending on what type of art you want to tag me. Apple blossom poppies or sunflowers? Oh, I don't know. What should I choose? I'm thinking, oh, I don't know. I'm thinking, because I'm going to repot my sunflower seeds need potting on. I've got hundreds of them. I'm going to give him a few sunflowers to be singing around. But if it's a missile thrush, where do they hang out? I don't know. Oh, I'll just make up something. I've done his beak a bit wrong, but never mind. He's singing la 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 la. Let's get his little feet a bit more. He's going to have to be sitting on the ground, I think, this one. Even though they like sitting up quite high on tops of things like blackbirds do, so they get heard. Yeah, my apple trees and pear trees and cherry trees are looking lovely outside. They're only tiny at the minute, but they do always produce some fruit and that. Maybe I should do him in some blossom, some pink blossom. He might look nice in pink blossom, but I haven't got a pink. I can get a pink. I've got a pink. Yeah, I'm going to do pink blossom, like cherry blossom. I've got some pinks in this. God, do I even bother trying to say it? Ballyjoe. I'm just going to call it Ballyjoe from now. That's probably right. Liquid watercolour. There we go. And I'm going to put some, wish I put some because I haven't got any room here. I'm just going to stick it in with the colour that is almost as, see, it won't mix in too much. Liquid watercolour, this is crimson one. I'll put the crimson one next to the light, and that's really dark. Ooh. I think I'll stay away from the red. Susan Smith says dandelion flower seed heads. Yeah, I'd like to paint. I haven't painted them. I think I'll do that as a proper painting. Right, here we go. I'm going to paint. I'll come back in a little bit and give him a little highlight in his eye and bring him to life when I've done the blossoms. Now, do I paint in? The blossoms appear before the leaves, really, in most blossom trees. So I'm just going to sort of, these are branches, by the way. So I'm going to make it look like he's sitting on a branch, actually. So I'm going to fix my blossoms to the branch of the tree so it can be coming out. I don't know. Let's see if I can incorporate the page over here. There's going to be lots of blossoms over here. Going a bit blossom mad. When you're painting tree bits, remember to sort of drop in a darker colour where the shadows would lie, like under it, and you'll find that it sort of just comes to life a bit. You don't have to do it everywhere, just here and there. It's quite easy. A nest with eggs in it. Oh, come on, that's getting really complicated. You make things difficult for me. I like simple things in life. I like the easy way out of everything. Right, I'm going to stick some of this pink, just splodge it around. Oh, that's really dark. I didn't expect it to be that dark. It's supposed to be flesh colour, but I suppose it's mixed in with the other colour. I like orangey yellow and pale pink together. So, sorry you can't see my palette, but I'm trying to... it would help if I had clean water. Really would. It's just like, need to sort that out. You can't get a pale pink when you've got really dirty water. A fresh pink, anyway. I'm just going to put a little bit of... It's working. Oh, hello, husband Mark. Diane's husband Mark's watching. Hello. Tractors going past this morning. Sorry, my if you just can hear, I've got a let me show you what I'm doing. I've got a what do you call it? A nice like mauvey purple. It's my favourite purple, and then I've forgotten what it's called. Cobalt Violet. I'm going to put some more in it, but it's really dried up in this palette. So I've just stuck a bit more in there because my brush, I'm going to wear my brush out. It's going to just bristles. This is quite a nice blossom colour, actually. See, they are sort of a pinky, sticks and lots of splodges. This is how I paint flowers. You just splodge and blot with dirty water and then drop in different colours. And then you try and make them into flowers. I'm trying to do this up from memory. I haven't got a picture of blossom in front of me, so there'll be my imaginary blossoms. Thank you, Cheryl. Oh, but it's working a bit more now. Nice pink colour. I don't know. I'm just going to... I know this Bally Joe colour is really quite pale. See, this is my really lovely clean water. So how am I going to get a nice, fresh, delicate pink with grey water? I don't know, but we're going to try. And I'm just going to pour it out from the bottle because I know it's a really delicate colour. You can hardly see it, actually. So I'm just going to pour it out. Pour it out and let it flow where it wants to. I'm going to have some nice blobby blossoms around. Stick it everywhere. It's a nice sort of peachy pink. Stick a bit of purple in it. Just let all the colours mix in. And some darker pink. Just little buds. It's very technical the way I paint. Just splodge. Splodges. I'm going to add some little green bits in it and make the pink come to life a bit. I'm just going to come and blot a few little areas out. It adds a bit of texture and stuff. And I'm going to add some darker in the middle of some of them. And I've decided where they are, the centres. Let's have I've got purple, a darker purple here. And I'm going to come in with my Posca pen to give in some centres, and I might even put a little bit of bleach in just to make the colours make a purpley pink. They look like wild roses. They're supposed to be blossoms, but I'm just doing it from memory, but they can be whatever you like. I'm not good to say. Bleach. Just going to pop it in just to add a bit of interest. I get carried away doing this, but I like the way it looks. To that one. Yep. You can see how wet it is. There's like big pools of water appearing. Blot that one out a bit. It's distracting from his beak. I'm just going to sort of let that dry a little bit, and I might come in with a little bit of bright green sprigginess. So I've got a nice green gold here, which is really nice. It's a Winsor & Newton one, even though this is a schminkle, whatever you like to call it, palette. I have put green gold in it because I like to mix up my colours, and I've got favourite colours. So there's little buds coming through here and there. Might make it come to life a bit. With splodgy flowers. They were supposed to be buds, but I'll do some more. It's weird when you try and paint from memory. What do they look like? I don't know. I just make them up. There we do. Posca pen. I'm just going to whack in some middles. So I know they have little yellow middles to them, so I'm not going to put middles in all of them because some of them are, in my imagination anyway, they're like facing different directions and that, so you can't see all the middles of them. As she puts them on all the middles. Some over here. That one's facing. That one's like petals peeking through there. There, I think that's that bit. And which was my, can't remember which pen worked. These are a bit temperamental, these Uniball pens. I just had trouble with them. Let's move my water out of the way. Let's swidge in a little bit. So you can see me put his highlight in. Move out the way, water. Try not to smudge everything. They have, I like to go round, sorry I'm going to get them round, you probably can't see because my hand's covering it up. I do like to go round the outside of the eye, but the pen's not working. Come on, work. No. Try this one. I'm going to give him a highlight on his beak. Oop. And then his eye. Doesn't want to work over the top of it for some reason today. It's not liking me. Go on. It's a little bit better. See, it doesn't. Let's give him some speckles. It's not working anyway. Come on. He needs more of a highlight in his eye. I'm going to have to come back in later with something. And I've got this brush pen here. Let's make his eye a bit darker. And then the light a bit might show a bit more. I don't know. It's got a darker bit here. Just add him a little darker bits. This has got black ink in it, I think. Yeah, black ink. Just to make him pop a bit. In little places, I might even go a bit crazy and put it in there as well. Just add a little. Does that work? I don't know. Should be dark green really, but there we go. You can see that. Let's blot a little bit out. Yay! A little song thrush in blossoms. And I didn't show you yesterday's one, did I? That was yesterday's, as I splodge everything. So it's going to be a book full of little birdies when we're finished, sort of, maybe. Anyway, thanks for joining me, everybody. I've got to rush off now because the builders will be here soon. And I will see you tomorrow. Oh, let me see what we're going to paint tomorrow. I won't paint another thrush, and then there's a few. There's a red wing here, which looks a bit like a thrush, but it's got a bit of a red wing. A field fair. Blackbird. Ooh. I might try Mr. Grumpy Field Fair. He looks a bit grumpy there. No. Thanks everyone for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day, night, wherever you are. Stay safe, everybody. Bye.